Hey everyone, it's me, Angel Benton, and it is time for another edition of Angel Sudsy Recap, where we delve into the world of daytime television and a few reality shows on the side. And one of those reality shows that we're going to do just for tonight is going to be The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. But before we get into them, I have to say, this is my 200th episode. I've been doing this now for close to a year, not quite a full year. But yeah, so I'm excited. I think, it's been fun so far. I'm going to the daytime Emmys on Sunday. I'm doing something right, right? It's exciting. Okay, so this Housewives reunion has been. I mean, like when you watch the Housewives reunion, you know there's going to be a lot of cat fights, right? And like if you watch a reunion from Atlanta, you know there's going to be a lot of shouting between them, and it's going to be difficult for Andy to get a word in edgewise, and a lot of slang, like "true tea, bitch," shit like that. But Beverly Hills was just crazy because it was all over the map. First thing, which was expected, that they were really went into was Pantygate, right? And Andy, I think, summed it up perfectly. When Dorit hears that Erica is over it, she thinks that, okay, she can joke about it now because it's not a big deal anymore. Erica, when she says she's over it, she means, I don't ever want to talk about this ever again. And it is that lack of communication that totally set this whole season up. I mean, really. And Andy nailed that shit right on the head. Um, it's interesting watching the social edition when they show people's tweets. So they were talking. This isn't actually that out of left field either, except I mean, well, Pantygate. The fact that they made a whole storyline this whole season about the fact that Erica wasn't wearing panties one day is that is ridiculous. I mean, that is it's kind of hilarious, but it's also sad. It's like, wow, do you have nothing in your life that you really need to just talk about whether this chick had on underwear or not? Have you ever not worn underwear ever? Shit, I've gone commando. Usually though when I haven't done my laundry, but still it's the same, right? Yeah, I don't have a big fancy party to give an excuse I don't want any lines. Yeah, I don't have that excuse. I just too lazy to do my laundry anyways. Okay, so um that is hilarious. But Dorit, you know, she was talking. She was she was they were bringing up how Lisa Rinna had mentioned to Dorit, were people at your party doing coke, because everyone did get up and leave except her and Elliot Mintz, so she thought everyone maybe was. And the way Andy was kept bringing it up, let's talk about the coke. They all went to blow some rails, and in the social edition there was this mom. I think her name was Midwest Mess or something like that, and she was like, I've never heard that before. And here I am, never done cocaine a day in my life, been around loads of cokeheads. That is not new phraseology for me at all. I know what it means when someone says they're going to blow some rails. I get it. Trust me, I understand. Right? Have I ever done it myself? Never. But I don't judge people who have. But, it is illegal, though. I need to quickly point out that that is illegal. Anyways. But yeah, so that was bizarre, right? That whole situation. But then the weird part. So of course, we do have some cameos. So first there's PK, so that he can tell his side of the story. But Erica's not having any of his bullshit. She's like, whatever. Let's give him a diamond next season. He can put on a dress and join the show, you know. Um, and even Lisa Rinna was like, don't you have to be invited to be on the show? And Andy's like, yes. And he's like, oh, I guess Harry didn't get an invitation. He's like, no, Harry didn't get an invite. I was like, ooh, ooh. So So he was the first guest, and then Eden came on, and she was telling her story, which, was that we expect that as well, because she played a big part in this season. Then came out Kim Richards, who we all know Kim because she's been on the show for 7 years, even though she hasn't been a regular for two of the last two. But we know Kim. We've seen her struggles with alcohol and the law. And um, and during the season, Lisa Rinna had given Kim this bunny that she for her grandchild, and it was a version of the same rabbit that her daughters had, and it was something that Harry Hamlin thought would be a good gift to give to the grandchild, so she gave it to Kim, and Andy asked about it, and Kim was like, "Oh, well, I'm glad you mentioned that." And then she reaches behind the couch and she pulls out the bunny still in the plastic bag. And oh my God, Erica Jane's side eye was hilarious. This was Erica Jane when she did that. Hilarious. I can't even do it justice. It was so good though. I was dying laughing. And then it became this big whole thing about this bunny that was like for a fucking minute on the show. This was not a big storyline, so this was not expected at all. But it became like a huge deal that Lisa Rinna was getting this bunny back. Eventually, Lisa Rinna actually gave it to Andy and said, "You can leave it in the clubhouse and then it can be displayed for life." He's like, "I would love that." And now I kind of want to see it in person. I want to see the bunny too now. Isn't that crazy? I had no desire to see that bunny when it was first given, but now that it was such a big fucking deal, I'm like, oh, maybe I want to see what this bunny looks like too. It's crazy, right? I would rather see that bunny than Tamara Judge's titty, right? I do love though on Watch What Happens Live when they play Hot Potitty. That's a good one. That is a good one. Um, And you know how they do Joni Loves Crotchy, which is when they try to guess celebrity crotches. I don't think they. I think they need to change that name because Scott Baio lately, and it has nothing to do with the fact that he is supporting Trump. It has to do with the fact that he's kind of an insensitive dick. Is in the news lately. I just don't think that they should be giving him any more positive press. But that's just me. That's just my humble opinion, right? Anyways. And let's see, were there any other cameos? No, there weren't any other cameos. It was just Eden, Kim, and PK. They were the only ones who showed up, other than the housewives, and they were all there. And Andy went through each one of them, and obviously Erica had a lot of time. I mean, like the whole first episode was really talking all about Pantygate between her and Dorit, which, I mean, that still blows my mind that was actually a big deal. Like, I cannot believe that. Like, I still can't believe that. Are you for real right now? And so, yeah. And then the bunny was a whole completely out of left field deal. They talked a little bit about Kyle's television series that she's producing. She said she never wants to be on it. Kim maybe, but we'll see how it plays out. Lisa Vanderpump talked about her son Max. That was actually the sweetest story. Actually, was about her son Max, and she also talked about the Yulin Dog Festival. Okay. Here's the thing. I mean, I get. With the Yulin Dog Festival, it is very difficult because she thinks that that they torture dogs and the way they do it is barbaric. Now that part I agree with wholeheartedly, 100%. But if she's upset because they eat dog meat, I'm thinking, okay, you know what dog I want to eat? This fucking dog that's here that's constantly barking. I have not missed that for these past 2 weeks. I have not missed that shit at all. I'm already over it. I've been home for a total of maybe 2 hours and I'm already over that shit. It is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Okay, so I've lost my train of thought. I don't know what I was going to say. Anyways, so and then they talked a little bit, a little bit to Lisa and Eileen. I fucking love Eileen Davidson. I fucking love her. Not only because she played Susan Banks, one of my favorite characters ever on television on Days of Our Lives. I love her. But she said, whenever you criticize me, you always call me a soap actress. Why do you always look down on me because I'm on a soap? And Kim was basically trying to spin it like, oh, there's a difference between reality and soap operas, and there's a difference between movie acting and soap acting. And Eileen's like, no, there isn't. Okay, that's all I need to hear. Thanks. Bye. Okay, bye-bye. And that's one instance where I do kind of like Atlanta better because they say, "Girl, bye," and except this season we saw Candy go, "Girl, hi." That was great. But anyways, that's Atlanta. Anyways, but it was a really good season this season. And I thought Erica Jane did a great job sticking up for herself at the reunion. I thought Dorit did actually a very decent job as well. Um, the whole Bunny Gate was wow. I've got a lot of gas in my throat today. Ooh. Anyways, thank you so much for logging on today. I do appreciate it. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Angel Benton. You can hashtag RHOBH to talk to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And you can also hashtag days to talk Days of Our Lives, which I'm going to be doing next. So, and happy 200th episode to me. Thank you so much for logging on today, everyone. Have a great night. Peace out. Wubba, wubba, wubba.